Okay guys, so today I'm joined again by my lovely assistant Evan, and we're going to show you this really cool trick. So, Evan, I'm going to use the two black aces for this trick. The ace of spades and the ace of clubs. So, do you want to use clubs or spades? It really doesn't matter.
Clubs.
Clubs? Okay, so you hold on to that. You're going to hold on to it face down in your hand, just like this, pinching with your fingers. And I will now take the ace of spades and also place it in your hand, right under the ace of clubs. So, ace of clubs on top. Keep track of the card, okay? Keep track of your card. Okay, where is it? Which one is it?
That one.
That one? Are you absolutely sure? Because this whole entire trick is about fooling you, but oh wait, no, you're actually right. It is on top. Okay, so now watch. Hold it really tight. Look, if I told you I put it on the top and then I went like this and I put it on the bottom, would you be impressed if your ace of clubs is on the bottom now, right? But I don't really want to impress you. I want to amaze you. Flip over your hand. The two red kings. That's the trick, and now for the tutorial. Alright guys, so this card trick is pretty easy. All you're going to need are two black aces and two red kings. You can use any two of a kind you want, but I like two red kings, so I'll use them for the explanation. So the setup for the trick is you're going to take one red king, put it face up on top, the other red king face down, right on top of it. Just like that. And then the two black aces on top face down, just like that. So you have two black aces on the top, a red king face down, and then a red king face up, just like this. So now, you start out the trick by showing two black aces, just like this. In the performance, I did this thing where I went like that, but not as good, so all that is I have a break under the two cards. I'm going to flip over both of them, but I'm going to keep my hand on it as I flip it over like this, and then I'm going to push off the card, and then I'm just going to kind of like rotate my hand with the card, just like this. So what that should look like is just like this. It's a pretty cool two-card production to show you have two black aces. Now, they can choose whichever ace they want. They would most likely choose spades. So let's just say they chose spades. And what you're going to be doing is while you're asking them to pick a black ace, you're going to riffle down the top two cards to catch a break, just like this under the two cards. Or you can do a pinky count if you're that good. I can't do that, so all I do is I riffle down, then I readjust to get my pinky break. And when they choose the ace of spades, if they choose ace of spades, let's say they do, so you're going to pick up the other ace they didn't name and place it on top of the deck. You're going to ask them to hold onto their card face down, pinch it like this in their hand. What you're going to do, you're going to flip over three cards. You're going to do a triple lift with these three cards because you have a break right here under the two kings face to face. You're going to put the ace on face up and you're going to flip over three cards. And what you're going to do now is you're going to take off the top card, but you're not going to peel it off like that. What you're going to do is a wrist kill, where you lift up the top card just like this. You're just going to lift it up like that, and you're going to bring, instead of taking the card away, you're going to take the deck away first by moving your wrist down, just like this, by tilting your wrist down. Set the deck down just like this, or you can just kind of drop it to your side. Would be easier, like a street magic performance. So wrist kill the deck just like this, and just hold this to your side just like that. Hold the deck like this so you don't flash this king. What you're going to do is you say, okay, we'll take the other card, we'll put it under your card. So they're thinking of the ace of spades, and just ask them to remember where their card is. So for example, the ace of spades is right here on top. So all you're going to do is just switch around the cards a couple times. Ask them to keep track of the ace of spades. The other card is already the red king, so all you have to do is just make them keep track of the ace of spades, just like this. So, and then also just end up with the card on top after you're done switching. So end up with the card on top and ask them where's their card. They're going to say the top one. You're going to take the top one just like this. And what you're going to be doing is while you have the deck turned like this, you're going to be pushing off the top card and catching a pinky break just like this with your wrist turned over like this. So it looks something like that with your wrist turned over. Now I have a pinky break right under the card. So I push off, lift up with my middle finger, get my pinky in there just like that. Do that all while my wrist is turned over. Then I say, okay, so you think this is your card? All you're going to do, don't flip the card over yet. You're going to take the card, just place it right here on the top of the deck, face down like this, so that when you flip it over, it'll show this ace. And then what you have now is a break right under the king and the ace face up. Then you're going to do a double lift, flipping over both of the cards. Take the top card, place it on the top, and now you've just switched out the cards for the red kings. So now they're holding this card in their hand, and you're gonna go like this. You're gonna say, all right, imagine if I took your card like this. I put it on the top, but then I went like this, and I switched it to the bottom. Would you be impressed if your ace of spades was on the bottom? They would say, yeah, that would be pretty cool. And then you say, I don't want to impress you, I want to amaze you. Then you ask them to flip over their hand. When they see the 2 red kings, they will for sure freak out. They will not know how you switched out those black aces for the red kings. And then if they want to examine the deck, they could. I mean, they would just find the black aces on top. So, I mean, if you want to cover it or something, you could either, like, you could palm off the aces like this and take them away, put them in your pocket secretly, or you can just cut the deck. And, like, if they want to examine the deck, they'd be like, they're not on top and not on the bottom. They would be, like, somewhere in the middle here, but they would take a while to find them. Yeah, so that was the trick. It's a really cool, like, street performance trick. You can just walk up and do this to somebody. It's a really cool way to interact with someone with a deck of cards. It's really easy, really fun. So I recommend performing this to everyone you know. So hopefully you guys like that trick. I'm probably going to do a little bit more advanced stuff next video, because I know I've been doing a lot of simple stuff recently. So hopefully you guys like this trick, and I'll be back with a new video coming soon. So see you guys for that. Bye.